My name is Robert Rushing, and today we're going to review the brand new 2022 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. We're one of the first in the nation with this car, so right now we're going to give you a review, show you what it's like to drive, to be driven, our thoughts, and then how you can get behind the wheel for yourself. Without further ado, let's get into the review. The 2022 is the new body. That means this whole front bumper has been redesigned, upgraded, and you're already going to start to notice by looking at it how much new technology has been packed into this car. Right off the bat, you do notice this gorgeous front grille and little HD cameras hidden all around the car. You're also going to notice brand new designed headlights, tail lights, which are gorgeous I might add, and you'll notice the classic Mercedes-Benz 3-spoke star. This little hood ornament kind of sets apart this version of the car towards the other levels. Speaking of other levels, the new S-Class is going to eventually be getting a Maybach extended version of the same car. There will eventually also be an AMG version of this car. But this is the first to release, and we're super lucky that we get to review it for you today. So we're gonna try to get this video out as soon as possible. And if you appreciate the content, please give us a thumbs up. Helps growth of our channel a lot. The silhouette of this car remains the same. It's classic, and I hope it never changes. However, most of the brand new technology is on the inside of the car. So let's check that out right now. Okay, so this is the brand new interior. And right off the bat, you're gonna see these giant screens. This huge center screen here reminds you of what you imagine Teslas are like, except with this gorgeous piano black dash across the whole front of the car and this long light bar that stretches all the way throughout the car, even into the back seat. What I wanna show you specifically is how quiet it is when you turn this car on. Pretty quiet for a V8. This is the updated steering wheel that has a bunch of features on it. Now, one major difference between the previous models, S-Class and this one, is that there are no more buttons. All of this is sensors. So all of the different things you would normally press is just like a piece of plastic that there is a sensor embedded so it knows what you're trying to click on. Now there are a ton of safety features, like right here on the steering wheel itself, you have your cruise control. You have what limits the space between you and the vehicle in front of you while you're on cruise control. That can all be edited from the steering wheel. Your home button, and this is where you can select the different dash views, because you not only have one, but you have a total of 4 different dashes you can pick from, which is really cool. Another really cool feature is this LED light strip that goes all the way around the car. You do have full control of it on this giant touchscreen, although navigating through this takes a little bit of time to get used to, but once you kind of play with it for a second, you'll realize where you need to go to get to what. When you want to navigate to get to the actual LED light strip, you'll go on your home and then you'll find something called comfort. Once you select that, you can play with the lumbar support and seat kinetics, which is a lot of fun to play with. And then right next to that is ambient lighting. You touch that and you can choose any mono color you want. You can go throughout the whole spectrum, and then this whole bar will change. Like I was saying before, this vehicle is so packed with technology, they've even added this new AI assistant. It's going to help you do whatever you need to do, especially if your phone is connected, where you can message people, respond, control stuff like AC, music, seat controls, everything, simply by saying the wake terms, "Hey Mercedes."
How can I help?
Can you tell me a joke?
Here is what I found. Where do you want to go?
The Joke Factory Comedy Club. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay, but just like Siri or Cortana or whatever AI you're used to using, very similar ways you need to space out your words to get it to understand what you're trying to get at, but it does have a lot of features and capabilities. The last thing about the interior I want to show you is this centerpiece here. When you push to open, reveals 2 cup holders, charging points, a place where you can put the brand new key, for example. This is the brand new Mercedes key that comes with the S-Class. There's a little non-slip pad here, and then all the way back is a wireless charger for your phone. And I really like the design of that because it kind of subliminally is telling you to put your phone away somewhere that's not easily reachable. This car, being packed with technology, is also packed with a ton of safety features, and I think this design kind of speaks that same idea. So I appreciate it a lot. You press it again, and it's really nice and flat, and this material goes really well with the piano black dash. And then right under your arm is this center console that does open quite like a book. Now this is nothing new. Other Mercedes vehicles have this same feature, but we like it, we love it. And now let's go talk about what it's like to drive this car. It's really, really luxurious, and I think it feels just as luxurious to drive. So I'm gonna show you what it's like right now. Before you actually get driving, here on the bottom left of the screen, you have something called Dynamic, which is gonna let you toggle through the different drive modes, and there are 5 on this car. The 5 drive modes are Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Individual. And like you probably guessed, Individual is one that you can customize based on a few different attributes like your powertrain, suspension, handling, and the emergency control systems. But for the sake of today's little driving test, I'm gonna put it on Sport Plus. So hopefully I can express to you what 495 horsepower feels like and 516 pound-feet of torque. All right, we're gonna do a little baby launch in 3, 2, 1. Whew. Oh my God. You can definitely feel that there is like dampeners on the suspension system. It is very smooth, comparable to like the Bentley GTC, comparable to the Rolls-Royce Dawn. This has more power than those two cars. It definitely feels like it. I actually need to take that in for a second. That was a lot more power than I was anticipating. The car handled it beautifully. It was really smooth linear power that whole time. I think I want to do it again. So this is from a standstill. In 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Woo! So you really don't hear the engine until you get to those upper RPMs. It's a very quiet ride. It's I wouldn't say silent, like it doesn't have the hundreds and hundreds of sound dampening inside the cabin like some of the other luxurious vehicles in our fleet, but it is comparable. Like I said, you don't even know it's a V8 engine until you're in these upper RPMs and you can start to hear it, but the handling's great. It's not too stiff, it's not a sports car, it's not supposed to be, but it's not too floaty light in the sense where you feel disconnected from the road. It's a really great, all-encompassing luxury vehicle. So, that's what it's like to drive. Now let me tell you what it's like to be driven, because most people who own this vehicle probably are going to be chauffeured around, and they're going to be spending most of their time in the back of this car. I know it looks dark. We did this on purpose because I want to show you just how much control you have from the back seat. With my left hand, I've got controls of opening all of these different shades. Check this out. You have privacy shades to the left and right windshield. You have a privacy shade in the back window and your own personal moonroof, which is separate from the driver and passenger's sunroof. There are 2 different openings. Although from the top of the car, from the bird's eye view, it does look like one massive piece of glass, which adds to the luxurious nature of this car. We've got a lot of leg room. All S-Class vehicles are built this way. It is an extended cabin in the back. It is a bigger bodied car, and it's all made just to give you, the chauffeured individual, more comfort, and I gotta agree, they've done just that. You have AC controls. The same LED light strip continues all the way back here. We're still on the Miami Rose, so I see the blue and the pink lights changing, which is really nice. Tons of controls, like I said earlier. And you have this middle armrest that folds down, where you have something to place your wallet or your keys back here, like a non-slip pad, which is really nice. And then some extra storage underneath, which does have charging ports. Now, this back panel here is access to the trunk. It is not a refrige or a champagne flute, but the fact that you thought it was just speaks to the design of this car. It is that luxurious. Now, I do believe the Maybach version of this car that will come out at a later date, that will most likely have that refrigerator and champagne flute feature. But for now, we're gonna have to deal with this level of luxury. If you wanna get behind the wheel for yourself, to drive and be one of the first to drive the brand new S-Class, all you ever have to do is reach out to MPH Club, whether you give us a call, send us an email, or a direct message. All the links to find that is gonna be down in the description below. However, we also offer chauffeur services. So if you wanna sit in the back like I'm doing right now, and you just wanna be driven to a dinner or a birthday party or anything you want, that also is only a message away, because we can set it up. You don't even need to provide your insurance because we have our own drivers that'll take you wherever you're trying to go. My overall opinion is sitting in the back seat is actually the more luxurious experience. It is comparable to sitting in the front. It is very luxurious up there as well, but I think this is a car that I want to lean back, relax, and I might even take a nap getting driven to wherever I want to go. Okay, so Guys, first and foremost, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you like this type of content, please give us a thumbs up. Helps growth of our channel a lot. I'm obsessed with this car, and I think you're going to be as well. So if you want to get behind the wheel for yourself, simply reach out to MPH Club, like we said earlier in the video. If you noticed that we missed something in the review, comment it down below. If you want us to review other cars, comment down below. We're reading every single one. We're really tweaking this channel based on what you guys want. We appreciate it. Thanks again. See you in the next video.